Hi everyone, I'm Katie Zimmer and welcome to the new show Trending with Katie. I'm your host for the night and we have a whole lot of trending new things to bring to you tonight. My first guest, Joellen, she's here with me. She's an esthetician.
Hello, everybody.
She's absolutely amazing at what she does and she's going to do a tutorial on my eyes from day to night. So if any of you are having trouble figuring out coming from school and going to a party or anything like that, I hope this helps you. So, Joellen, what are you doing first?
First, I'm going to put on an eyeshadow base.
Okay.
Because if you're going to take the time to put it on, you may as well make sure it stays on. So I'm just using like an eyeshadow glue. It's usually clear, or it can have a little bit of color, but you don't want too much color. Then I'm just going to put on the latest color for fall, which is like a jade green. It's like a fun...
So while you're doing that, let me ask you, how long have you been an esthetician?
I've been an esthetician since, 2008, but I've been doing makeup since about around 2000.
Do you like it?
I love it.
Did you go to school for being an esthetician? Where
Yes.
did you go? How many years did it take? For anyone who's
Yes.
wondering.
Okay, well, it can take about 5 months full-time and about 13 months part-time for aesthetics. And then for makeup, you can just keep going forever. You can just continue taking classes because new things are always coming out.
I have to ask you, and I can definitely say that my skin is a pain. My skin gets very oily really easily, and it's a struggle long-term for me. So what do you recommend I use to help that?
Basically, you just want to make sure that you cleanse, tone, and moisturize about twice a day. If you ever work out or if you're in any after-school sports, you would want to use a wipe after any of that. Just something like a baby wipe even is fine. And just make sure that you remove your makeup every night as well. Eye makeup too.
Yeah, I have a trouble with that. I don't always do it. Is it really bad for you? Because I sometimes think that, oh, it's not going to do anything. It's not going to harm me. Is that bad?
It's pretty bad.
Okay.
It's definitely not good for your skin. The buildup
Okay.
isn't good for your skin.
Yeah, I use some things. I use a lot of things that I have wipes that I use, but I don't think it gets everything, especially with my eyes.
Okay.
That's a total struggle because I don't know how to take off mascara. What do you recommend? Because it builds up and it gets so bad.
The best one I've ever used is from Lancome. It's called Bifacil, and there's also another one from Neutrogena. It's like a double. It's like one that you shake. It's the best one I've ever tried. So if the wipes aren't working, definitely just use a specific eye makeup remover.
While you're finishing up one of my eyes, we're going to transfer to one of your before and after pictures. So
Sure.
we'll be right back. Well, the thing with makeup that I find is a lot of girls in my school, they overdo it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to do that. So what do you recommend for school in the morning?
For school, I recommend just like kind of neutral colors, just things that enhance your natural beauty. If you want to wear like a tinted moisturizer, maybe like a cream blush and lip gloss, mascara, eyeliner is always nice, but that's really it. Unless there's something specific that's like specific to your style.
What are some good products? Do you know any names for teens that you would recommend? Because I know I use Clean and Clear.
Okay.
And I think it works pretty well. I use the Nighttime Advantage one, and I really like it. But what do you recommend for morning? Because I get up at 6 o'clock, and it's such a struggle to try and put makeup on. It's all over the place.
Yeah.
So what do you recommend is the best thing to do?
For a cleanser?
Yeah.
Or,
For cleanser and for tinted moisturizer or BB cream or anything for the morning.
okay. Well, I suggest any type of like cleansing routine. You keep it simple. You keep with like a gel cleanser if you're oily and a creamy cleanser if you're dry, and then a sunscreen every day. And then
really?
Yes.
I don't do that.
Sunscreen,
Does it really help?
very important. Yes. So now I'm going to go a little bit darker on your eyes.
Okay.
And then a tinted moisturizer. I love CC cream. It's color corrective cream instead of the BB cream. BB cream is nice, but I love the color corrective cream because it just, I don't know, it just evens out the skin tone a little bit better.
Does it keep you covered all day? Because I know my school is so hot. I'm always sweating. It's so hot. My makeup's melting off my face.
Okay.
So what do you think the best way to keep it on and last for the whole day?
You could use a makeup primer underneath. I know Smashbox has a good one. You could also use like a fixing spray, like something that sets your makeup completely. That's good too. It's like hairspray for your face.
All right, while she applies the rest of this eyeshadow, we're going to cut to another before and after, so we'll be right back. So I have a problem where I want my eyes to stand out in school, but I don't want to do the same thing every day. I want to mix it up. What's your best advice to make for maybe subtle differences, but just so it's not always the same?
Eyeliner. If you want to change it up, eyeliner's fun, all different colors. You have brown eyes, so purple and green would look great on you. You can make it smoky. I think eyeliners would be the best one, and eyeshadow too.
Well, for anyone who performs on stage, like I do, what's your best advice for makeup-wise?
You need to make sure that your eyeliner and your eyes, brows, and lips stand out the best.
Okay. So it's not really about the face, honestly.
Yeah, it's not, no, not close up. Just want to make sure that your main features stick out.
So do you work in any salons, or do you work freelance, or how does that work?
I work with a few other makeup artists, and we work out of salons, a few salons, and then I also work, I freelance as well for makeup.
Well, we're just about done, right? We're just about done. But before I go, what's the best way to get in contact with you if someone wanted their makeup done for, you do weddings, correct?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so how does that work? Do they come to a salon, or do you go to them, or?
You can find me on Facebook, Joellen Resch, or you can find me on Instagram, Joellen0428. And I work at a Paragon Salon and Dakota.
All right, thank you so much for being with us. She did a beautiful job. We're going to cut to commercial, and we'll be right back. We're okay? We're good?
Hi, my name is Dr. Tom Dow. We have a multidisciplinary practice in Melville and Ronkonkoma, New York, and we treat patients with many, many different conditions, from newborns through geriatric patients with numerous different techniques. There's a technique and a type of treatment for every class of patient. We have them all here. Here's my son Thomas, also a doctor of chiropractic, working on one of our patients' cervical spine. This patient has had chronic neck pain for many, many, many years, has been to a multitude of different practitioners with little or no response. And with our specialized techniques, she has improved tremendously and continues to improve on a daily basis. We have two practices, one in Melville and one in Ronkonkoma, New York. We are a multidiscipline chiropractic office. What that means is we have chiropractors, massage therapists, acupuncturists, psychologists, all working as a team and a network of outside professionals such as orthopedists and neurologists that we work hand in hand with to help determine what your injuries are and the best way to treat your injuries. I have the great pleasure of having my son in practice with me. We work hand in hand, father and son, to give our patients the best care possible and a staff which is loving, caring, and you'll never have to wait at all in our office for service. Many times patients come into our office and they have what's called a soft tissue injury. Soft tissue injuries are like scars inside your body. If you've ever been cut on the outside of your body, you get a scar. The same thing happens inside of your body to your muscles and ligaments. So our job is to determine where those are, stretch the muscles, adjust the vertebra back into their correct position, and then refortify the normal structure with exercise. That's what we do best, and I hope someday you'll come see us at one of our 2 offices. Thank you.
Hi everyone, welcome back. We are here with Sarah Arthur. So Sarah, tell me a little bit about what you do.
Well, I design and make costumes for my friends, myself, for different things.
You're still in high school, correct? Or
Yes.
did you graduate?
I'm
You're
a senior.
You're a senior, okay. So tell me a little bit, do you work with the plays in school? Any drama
No,
clubs?
I've actually been trying to do that, but every place locally does rent their costumes. But I am taking fashion. I'm currently in advanced fashion, so that's pretty cool.
How did you get into fashion? Costume design, because fashion a lot of people do, but I really haven't heard of anyone in my high school doing costume design, which is totally cool.
Well, when I was little, my grandma always made all my Halloween costumes and my clothes, so I got into sewing, and I was always a big reader, and so I got into comic books, and it sort of led me to want to make costumes.
A lot of kids in my school do anime, which is, it's Japanese.
It's Japanese cartoons.
That's a lot of cosplay, where you,
Yes.
cosplay is where you reenact. You reenact.
Well, you generally just dress up
You
as
dress up as
characters
characters,
from
okay.
anime, comics.
So you do that.
Yes.
Do you make costumes for that?
Yes.
A
all the
lot of
time.
kids in my school do that. It's becoming a really big thing, honestly. I've seen a lot of people do it. I find it really cool. Some kids in my school wear the costumes to school, which I think is very gutsy, and I totally think that's awesome.
Yeah.
So where do you go to school currently?
I go to Ward Melville.
Okay.
So yeah.
So where do you want to go? Because you're applying to colleges now, correct?
Yeah, I'm really hoping to get into Purchase because they have a BFA in theater design and
I want to go
technology.
there too.
Yeah, and then to concentration for costuming. So that's my goal. Ultimately.
Do you take classes to practice? So, or is this all? Did you learn this on your own?
I generally learn most of it from my grandmother
Oh wow.
because she sews and stuff. My mom sews a little bit, so it's sort of like in the family. But I've never really taken any sewing classes or design classes.
Again, I want to ask you, what fabrics do you use? Like, what's good fabric to use for costume design and what's bad? Because I know a lot of people wonder if they're in a play or anything like that, what's going to look good on camera?
Well, I think it's sort of up to the person and your skill level. Like, if you're not very good with a sewing machine, I would not use sheer fabrics. And if you're going to be taking photos, not to use shiny fabrics like a satin because it will reflect off in cameras.
Well, also on the theme of cosplay and all that, Comic-Con is coming up.
Yep.
Are you going?
Yes.
Are you dressing up?
Yes.
What do you plan to do?
I'm doing Kamina. It's an anime character. My own design of him on Friday. And I'm also going on Sunday as a webcomic character. Again, my own design of them.
Do you like going to Comic-Con to see different ideas of what people do?
I've never actually been. This is my
You've
first
never
year
been
going to Comic-Con.
Okay, I've been.
Yeah.
I'm not totally into that stuff, but it's good to go, you know, see my dad
It's
have
an
a field day.
experience.
Does makeup have to do with costumes? Do you have to learn how to
Yes.
do interesting things with your makeup?
A lot of things. You know, I learned a trick last year that when you need weird shaped eyebrows, you can actually use a glue stick
Really?
and then foundation, and it actually can change your eyebrow shape.
Is there
Well,
anything else you know?
I don't know. It really also
Depends on the character.
Yeah, and if you're going to use face paint, definitely get sealer, or it will come off on everyone and everything.
What's the
That's generally
weirdest
best.
character you've ever seen?
I've ever seen? I'm not even sure. I've seen some weird stuff, but I don't really know what the
You don't have,
weirdest
like,
is.
yeah. What's the most intricate outfit you've done? Like the one you spend the most time, effort.
I think my Harley Quinn, which I never
I
finished,
love Harley Quinn.
but my Harley Quinn was probably the most effort that I put in.
When you go to Comic-Con, or when you hear about Comic-Con, you see it in the newspaper, and is there one prominent character that everybody dresses up with other than Superman?
Not really. There's definitely like big groups, like the DC group or the Marvel group.
Oh, like Halloween, like people
Yeah.
come in groups, like they could go as firefighters or police officers. They
Yeah.
all go as a team.
Basically, yeah.
Comic-Con's really cool. There's a lot of artwork. There's a lot of art. There's a lot of action figures. There's a lot of collectibles. Some things are really expensive. It blew my mind. It's totally crazy. But also, I have a question. I have pep rally on Friday. If anyone doesn't know what pep rally is, my school, I go to Comac. Pep rally it's like a small homecoming, but it's during school. The whole school goes out to the bleachers, and everyone cheers on all the teams coming out, and I'm performing a song with my band. And my school colors are gold, black, and yeah, I think it's gold and black. You think, like, would you recommend wearing school colors or trying to go with neutral or stand out with neon? Like, what's your best advice?
Probably wearing your school colors is the best. Show school spirit. But, gold, if you wear a lot of it, can be obnoxious. So use it, like, maybe in your accessories or...
Well, since you're into fashion, I have to ask your opinion. Exclusive eyewear in the Comac Jewelry Exchange, all the way in the back. If you keep walking from the front door all the way back, you will see Mark. Mark is a great person. Mark is a great friend, and he has been giving my blind eyes help for a long time now. His glasses are totally cute. They're all couture, and they are great prices, so I recommend you going down there if you need a pair of glasses. He was kind enough to give me 4 samples of different glasses, so I'm going to put them on. I don't know what they look like, so please don't judge. I have 4 different kinds, and you can tell me which one you think would be the best, okay? Okay, the first pair of glasses that I have, they're from Italia Independent, and they're totally cool because I haven't seen anything like this before. They are red velvet on the front.
Pretty cool.
I don't know if it's trending or not.
I'm actually pretty sure
But
velvet's
this
really
show
in.
is called Trending, so I'm assuming that it is. I'm going to put them on. And out of the 4, tell me which one the best is. So
Okay.
these are the red velvet. I don't know how they look. Please, I'm sorry. How do they look?
I think they look good.
You like
They're
them?
very nice shape. And velvet's
Okay.
in, so...
Well, we're off of red. Now, let's go here. These are from Alexander McQueen. Yeah. These are a little bit more sophisticated. They have jewelling on the sides, and they have a little bit of a flare shape, more into the 60s. And these are them. Are these better or worse than the red ones?
I think I like the red one better.
You like the red ones?
Yeah.
All right, then these are out. Moving on, the third pair we have is from Salvatore Ferragamo. I hope I said that correctly. These now we have moved to aqua. Again, they're that same 60s kind of shape. He gave me all 60s shapes. I guess that's what's trending. So I'm going to put these on. Are these, if you ranked them between the red and the black with the gold, is this second? Because I know the red are first.
I think I'd say second.
Say second, and then you'll
Yeah.
put the black ones third for now?
Yeah.
All right, these are the blue ones. And the last pair that I have are from Tom Ford. And, oh my goodness, okay. They are my favorite. Personally, I don't know how they look, but they are black. They have a thinner rim, and they have a nice X in the front. They're a little bit more traditional, so tell me how they look. Do you like them?
Yeah.
Are these your favorite?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, so if you had to go from red to the red to the black with the studs, the blue or the red, how would you put them from first to fourth?
Probably the ones with the X, the red, the blue, and then the black with the studs.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that is good advice because now I'm going to have to go get these. Again, he is located in Comac Jewelry Exchange. It's, I think, around Jericho Turnpike in the Macy's Shopping Center, so give him a visit. But before we end, what are you majoring in college?
hopefully in theater design and technology.
That is great. Thank you so much for being with us. She is absolutely talented, and when we come back, I'll be with Peter Bale. I'm sorry, I'm totally losing it. Dr. Peter Bale. He has his own comedy school, and he is absolutely hilarious. So we'll be right back.
My name is Dr. Robert Brevard. I'm here for Multi-Medicine in Westbury, New York. We're located at 1065 Old Country Road, Suite 214. Been here for about 15 years. The practice has medical doctors, physical therapists, chiropractors, acupuncturists. We also do pain management, and we have orthopedists on staff. Here at Advanced Multi-Medicine Rehabilitation, we've got physical therapists on staff who treat an array of conditions, from neck pain to back pain, shoulder pain. We treat carpal tunnel. We treat a lot of car accident patients, slip and falls. We treat patients with knee injuries, with ankle injuries. We have state-of-the-art equipment. We've been here for over 15 years. Vast array of diagnostic testing, from x-rays to EMGs. What is an EMG? It's a diagnostic test that allows a doctor to determine where the pinched nerve is. Cora is a physical therapist at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. She's working on Stephanie, who was involved recently in an automobile accident. Stephanie has tight thoracic and cervical musculature, and Cora is doing some myofascial release work and some therapeutic stretching, doing it to help her with her pain. Vicky is also a patient here at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. Vicky is now working her leg muscles, specifically her quadricep muscles, trying to strengthen them after an injury she sustained. If you find yourself in need of any type of physical therapy, please don't hesitate to call Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation, located in Westbury, New York, in Suite 214. Phone number is 516-334-7000, or find us on our website at advancedmultimedicine.com.
Eva, one of our 4 million owners, has her cat insured with Folksam. This one is for you.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar. I see me running through that open door.
Visit folksam.se and tell us what makes your heart beat faster.
Hi everybody, we're back with Trending with Katie, and I'm with Peter Bales. I butchered his name before that, I am very sorry. It is Bales.
You just left off the S, don't worry. That's not a big deal.
The S matters.
The S matters.
The S matters.
Fails.
Doctor, you have a PhD.
Yes, a PhD.
That
yes,
is
absolutely.
very
in
impressive.
history. I love history, and I'm also a stand-up comic. So.
I love history too. My grandfather is a history teacher. My brother majored in history. And if singing doesn't work out, I am going into history.
Well, that's terrific. That's
it's absolutely fascinating.
Is it your best subject in school, social
It is.
studies?
It is.
You
It
said
is.
the right thing.
Well, people think I'm funny. My friends think I'm funny. My family thinks I'm funny. I don't really think I'm that funny. But you do have a school.
We have a school here on Long Island called Stand Up University. And stand-up comedy is for anybody. We've had people 13-year-old take the class, and we've had somebody 80 take the class.
Wow.
And in 7 weeks, we take you and make you a stand-up comedian with 5 or 6 minutes of material. You can go out and hit open mic nights, and you'd be amazed. If your family and friends think you're funny, you're probably funny. It's just, how do you get started? Nobody knows how to get started. We get you started.
So it's a good place to start and build a base, and then you grow from there. And soon enough, you'll be playing at clubs, correct?
Absolutely. We are at the Brokerage in Belmore, Governor's at the Brokerage, and there's 3 Governor's Clubs on Long Island and plenty of other places to play. Long Island is the birthplace of so many great comedians.
I know a big problem for most people is stage fright. Do you help people get over that? Do you practice on stages?
Absolutely. Death is the number 2 fear in America, and going on stage is the number 1 fear. Public speaking is the number 1 fear.
Really? I didn't know
Death
that.
is second, so you're not alone. We absolutely work with that. It's okay to be nervous. We're very supportive in the class. We get you up on stage and we ask you, what do you like? What are the 5 things that you like? What are the 5 things that you hate? And just get you talking about yourself, your family, your school.
And then you build a set off of that.
Absolutely. You build a set, a comedy set off of that, and you have to be true to yourself.
What do you look for in a comedian or a young comedian? Because I know a lot of kids in my school maybe want to be comedians, but I don't think they know if they're good enough or how to get started. Of course you get started at your school, but what do you look for?
Well, we'll get them talking. We'll bring them out. And then we're going to work on how you write a joke. Topic, premise, punchline. And I really believe the younger you get started, the better. Because comedy's for all ages, but if you start young, you have such an advantage. And of course, a lot of stand-up comedians use stand-up comedy to go into television and films.
It's also a great icebreaker if I'm on stage singing and there's difficulty or anything like that. It gets you out of a situation.
It would totally help you with your so-called stage patter. Absolutely.
Well, what comedy clubs do you teach at?
Well, I teach at the Governor's Clubs, and right now we're at the Brokerage in Belmore on Merrick Road. And I perform all over. I'm looking forward to doing Westbury in a couple weeks, and I'm going to be at Dangerfields this Sunday night. So I absolutely love stand-up comedy, and that's my life. And the other part of my life is being a history professor for the City University of New York. Wow. And I bring...
Double life.
I have a double life. I absolutely do. And I fully believe that young people especially don't realize how important history is. I think you do. You said it's your favorite subject. But so many young people don't care about anything that happened before they were born.
History repeats itself.
History repeats itself. Past is prologue. Shakespeare said that. And I wrote a book. I wrote a book.
Tell me about your book.
It's called A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the 21st Century. Here it is. A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the 21st Century. And it's a lighthearted look at American history. And it says on the back, laugh and learn at the same time. And this
I think
is
a lot of kids need that when they get bored by class.
No, I mean, so many young people are turned off by history teachers who say, memorize this, memorize that. They drone on, and it's boring. And my main point is history is fun. It's important, but it's also fun.
Well, to close it up, look into the camera and tell everybody how they can get in touch with you if they want to join the school.
PeterBales.com. PeterBales.com. My book is A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the 21st Century. And Stand Up University is a great comedy school for all ages, especially young people. And I have a copy of the book right here, A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the 21st Century, signed to you.
Oh, my goodness.
This is your copy. This is going to be so much better than what they give you in school because it's going to take history and make it fun.
Thank you so much. Again, standupuniversity.com. We'll be right back with me singing all about that bass.
I'm Tommy Marr. I'm down in St. Bart's having a good time. A lot of people at this time, they like to go have a little cocktail. But you know what I do? I'm going to watch MadhouseTV.com. You got that right.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with
Our event to include payment or return at entertainment.net. Provided over